men undervalue how like hilarious women are, and I think that women undervalue how hilarious Black men specifically are. Like y'all have so much fun, and I love to be a witness to it. Y'all joke around with each other so much, and it be so hilarious to me. That's the joy in it. Like we have a different type of humor than you all do. We talk about different things than you all do, but when we talk, like when me and you talk in the back chat, I love that because you have a whole different perspective than I do. Because you're a man, I value that.
We don't want to hang out with y'all because we like to go do man shit. I don't want to take none of y'all to the gun range. I don't want to take none of y'all to the casino. I don't want to do that shit with someone where I got to teach you how to, more than likely because of being a firearm instructor. I want to go and relax. Hanging out with women just like you're always on your, it's always you're on a job.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome back. You know, I'm trying to be more consistent, but you know, working a regular job and everything, it gets in the way. I'm not gonna lie, it gets in the way. I be tired after work, but I'm not gonna try. I am going to post more often. So hit that like button, hit that hype, hit that subscribe if you're just here so you can know when I'm posting these videos. Today we have a video of ladies, ladies on the panel trying to convince men that they're just as fun. Ladies, you guys are fun for a little bit, but hanging out with men is just a completely different beast, man. We can actually go there and relax, and these men are gonna break it down to you.
Look, go on, both. You got it. You got it.
So we kind of explored this with the whole men and women friendships conversation. Like we can't just be seen as people who have feelings and desires and all of this. Like there were literal men in the comments like, what I'm supposed to do with a woman when she my friend? What we supposed to do? Go shopping?
Exactly.
Like what the like why? So like women like football and basketball. You like to go to the game. Women like to go to the game too. You like to go to the gym. Listen, I gotta go to the gym in the morning. You want to go to the gym with me? You know what I'm saying? Like the same things that you do with your guy friends. It's like you all don't see us like you see any other like guy. We're just a woman.
You're just in the way. That's really what it is. Let me tell you something, ladies. We don't see you as one of the boys because when we're hanging out with the boys don't ask us to do everything that y'all ask us to do. They don't even ask for anything. When a woman is with a man, especially like her man, she is asking him damn near for everything. Y'all don't see it because I don't know. You're just so used for asking to you're used to asking for everything. When we're hanging out with the boys, they're gonna allow us to relax. Women do not allow a man to relax. You might think, oh, he's relaxing, I'm just gonna ask him to do this real quick. But in his mind, he's like, man, now I have to stop relaxing in order to do this thing that she needs me to do. That's why we don't like hanging out with you for the most part. If I'm not sleeping with you, then what's the point? What's the point? Just to be around you and get no type of anything from you? Really? Y'all want us around because you know that we'll do stuff for you. We have utility. Y'all really don't have utility because we're not going to ask you to do anything, but y'all are going to ask us to do everything.
That's what I mean. Like we're just people.
Yeah. I think that's interesting. I think most men can't articulate why they don't feel comfortable with women friends. Like I know because for me, I don't have female friends. And it's not because I think that I'm gonna have sex with them. Like I can not be interested in a woman at all and still not want a female friend. I think it's because like, I think in general, I consider myself a masculine man and I make friends based on similarity. And I choose romantic partners based on polarity, right? So I love my woman and everything about her based on the things that we don't have in common. And I have friends based on everything that we do have in common. And I understand you're saying that, oh, I'm a woman and I like to, go to the gym, but we can't work out together. Like I'm gonna be taking all the half the 75%, 80% of the weights off the entire time whenever it's time for you to go.
Facts.
And then when it's time for me to go, I'm gonna put all the 80% of the weights back
Too
on.
much time.
Like we don't lift the same weights. We don't have there are some women who are, probably can be close to a man as far as, what type, and it depends on the type of working out you're doing. Y'all can do burpees together and all that type of stuff. However, right, the way that most men like to work out, you can't work out with a man. And a lot of men can't work out with each other because, certain guys just don't lift what you lift, right? So I do get that we have some small similarities, but just the basic energy of I like to be friends with masculine energy. I don't like to be friends with feminine energy. I like to protect feminine energy. If I'm a 32-year-old man, I can't be friends with a 19-year-old man. I can't, right? I can be a mentor. I can teach you. But I would never look at a 19-year-old boy as my peer. I just can't, right? And I just feel the same way about women. I feel like women, we are different. We're not the same. And even though I fuck with Bo, I love Bo, right? But I wouldn't friends of yo, let's go hang out. I'm not that type of person. I don't like to be around feminine energy when it comes to being a friend. I don't know what it is, but I'm trying to articulate it for you. That's not the energy that I prefer to hang out around when it comes to that type of hanging out and that type of of course I have women who I've worked with before who I would never want to, I would throw up if I had the thought about having sex with them because I look at them like a sister, right? But as far as friend, that's just not a thing for me. And I'm trying to see if I can help you understand it.
But I don't have to understand it. I'm not talking about that. I'm not trying to be on the friends conversation. All I'm trying to tell you is you see us as anyone else. We're different. That's the magic of it. That's what I enjoy. My guy friends sit up and holler and spit at the TV when the game come on. And I'm just I'm like, la, la, la. I'm just on my phone. And I'm laughing at them. And sometimes I get into the game. I'm not a sports person, but I don't have a problem being around it.
But see, she's talking about her. She's not talking about the other man. She's like, I'm not a sports person, but I don't mind being around it. But if you're not a sports person and then the guy is a sports person and he's yelling at the TV and you don't know what's going on, it's going to take the fun out of watching the sport because you don't know what's going on. 9 times out of 10, you're going to ask what's going on or why is he so excited. Then he has to explain it to you. It takes the fun out of watching it. This is what women constantly do. They think that the world revolves around them. Well, I don't mind it, so why should he mind it? It defeats the purpose of watching the game. He's probably better off watching it by himself.
But they just treat me like I'm just a person. I don't have to like what they like. We just be hanging out bullshitting and joking. Ha ha ha. Men undervalue how hilarious women are. And I think that women undervalue how hilarious Black men specifically are.
I'm gonna stop right there. Let me tell you something, ladies. Y'all are not that funny. Y'all are not that funny. And you're not that fun to be around. I'm not saying that women just aren't funny in general, but they're not that funny. Just look at the female comedians. They're not. There is no equivalent to a Dave Chappelle as a female comedian. There isn't one. There isn't one. You might have a few ladies who can get a couple jokes off and then be okay, but for the most part, ladies just aren't that funny. One of the biggest things that makes somebody funny is their personality. And you get personality by going through trials and tribulations and different things like that. A lot of women do not go through things because you live life on easy mode. You go through life, you have people giving you handouts, helping you out all the time. That doesn't really build character. That just helps you along in life. So when we become older, men have a completely different understanding and experience of life than women do. This is why we're you guys aren't that, because you're still making little kid jokes, but we're in some adult stuff. I'm not saying all, but I'm saying this happens a lot of times.
Y'all have so much fun and I love to be a witness to it. Y'all joke around with each other so much and it'd be so hilarious to me. That's the joy in it. We have a different type of humor than you all do. We talk about different things than you all do. But when we talk, Like when me and you talk in the back chat, I love that because you have a whole different perspective than I do. Because you're a man, I value that. And that's really all I want from a man that I call my friend, is for you to just value my perspective. You don't have to share it, but to value, to hear it. Cause like True says it all the time. He like, this is so fascinating to me that women think like this. Like he just be listening because
Yeah, but fascinating and funny are two different things. We're not saying that you guys don't have anything to talk about. I mean, majority of the time you really don't, but sometimes you'll have a perspective and it's probably fascinating to him about how ridiculous it sounds. Women say, when I'm around women, I hear them say some of the most ridiculous shit. I'm like, it's fascinating that they have come to this conclusion after all of these assumptions that they've made after hearing 14% of a story or just seeing something. There's a difference between being funny and being fun to hang around, and then you just having like an interesting take or somebody thinking like what you just said was kind of quirky.
like he just, it's fascinating. It's sometimes it's mind-boggling to him.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I be saying. Like, just value us as people. I get to be angry. I get to have an attitude. I get to be happy. I get to be bewildered at the bullshit that y'all say too. Like, I get to have these range of emotions, and it doesn't have to be, here you go being a woman again. No, nigga, I'm a person.
Right, but you are making it seem like men have to accept that just because you're. We know that you're a person, but that doesn't mean we have to hang around you, or that you have to shoehorn your way into our fun times and then hide behind the skies of, oh well, I'm just a person, I have emotions too. When men hang, we don't have all of this going on. Y'all make things too complicated, and that's another reason why men don't want to hang around y'all, especially when we're trying to have fun.
That's all I'm saying. Like,
Oh snap!
I'm pretty sure she'll be back.
Shit,
Right
might have
there.
hit the button by mistake.
I want to say a quick thing to that because I find these type of conversations so fascinating because I feel like I used to have Bo's perspective too. Like, why can't men and women be friends? Why can't we be in the same space? Bo, did you want to finish? Because it just knocked you out.
yeah, I don't know what happened. No, I was done.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was saying I used to have your same perspective. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be in the same space and share that same space? And you know what? I honestly learned, I think there is more of a need for women. Like, we enjoy being around men and being in their space. We enjoy hearing their banter. We enjoy just being a part of it, right? Like, I used to be like, why can't I be one of the guys? But what I learned over time is I'm never one of the guys. It doesn't matter how cool we act. It doesn't matter like how close I think we are, how much they might see us as platonic. It just never works out. Like, I do not have a true male friend at all. I've never been able to have one. They've always tried to cross the boundary at some point, and it's uncomfortable. It's like, how don't you see me as one of the guys? But I don't. I'm learning, and I've learned honestly in my 20s that men just do not view women the same way that women view men. I feel we are more open to that, and it might honestly be more of like the leadership value, like where our place is naturally, right? We don't mind being around them and having fun with them and fitting into their space, but they don't really feel comfortable fully fitting into ours or accepting us into theirs because it always feels like there is a limit to what they can be. They can't be authentically themselves. They can't really, speak how they want to and do what they want to do without it maybe being disrupted by our feminine energy. Like my
Exactly. Men can never fully relax because we have to worry about, oh, is she gonna say this is inappropriate? Is she gonna try to say that, try to mother the group? Is she gonna try to make us settle down and be how she thinks that we should be? Women are very controlling in that aspect, and y'all just don't know how to sit down and shut up and just enjoy the time. Another thing, you all don't fit into men's spaces. What you do is you just bogart your way into it And men are just nice enough to let you stay. But you ladies, do not get it confused. You do not fit in male spaces.
I was saying he wants to be around other masculine energy, and unless you're a woman who naturally, I guess, has that, it might not be as comfortable. And I guess since he doesn't have female friends, he hasn't found that. But I found that fascinating because I hear a lot of women say this, and that's really how we feel. Like, why can't we be friends with y'all? But it's never worked. I don't have any male friends.
I love feminine energy, but I love it like in my woman, like in a roommate. Like I love being around. Like my woman, my best friend. I call her, tell her, I talk to her more than anybody in the world, right? I tell her everything. She know everything. But I love that from her, right? I don't necessarily want it in a friend. Like I love that I can call my, like a lot of women put a lot of pressure on their friends, right? I love that I can call my friend, not talk to my friend for 3 years and call them like, yo, I need your help moving the couch. All right, bet I'll be there in a second, right? But a woman, like, you ain't come to my birthday party, like, fuck you, don't ask me for nothing, right? Like crazy stuff. And also, I don't like the fact that like, once somebody gets into a relationship, we have to change our friendship. I think that's crazy. It's weird, right? I don't even want to put myself in that position of like, oh, I got my friend different now because they got a relationship, so I can't even like, which is common. Even Bo might not do it, but it's extremely common for people to feel that way and to do that. I don't know. I like my feminine energy for my part, for my spouse, and I like masculine energy for my homies.
And that's how it should be. That is how it should be. But ladies have this idea that, a relationship should be like this. I should be his best friend and we should talk every single day and know each other's secrets. I'm like, no, y'all try to treat, when I say y'all, mean ladies, so many women try to take their man and treat him like he's their girlfriend and try to talk to him and do all this other nonsense. And we're like, yo, that's not us. That's not us. You go to your friends for that. But too many women think that their man should be everything. He should be everything. And this is why it doesn't work. And then you get ladies, but why don't you want to do this with me? Why don't you want to hang out with me? I can go to the gym with you. Like, no, that's not your role.
And you can let your guard down as a man to a small degree. Like if I'm around women, like if I'm around Bo, me and Bo was out, like I'm still like worried about protecting her some way, shape, or form.
Exactly.
Making sure no guys is bumping into her. Like little stupid
always
shit.
Gotta look out for
versus like my
I'm
homies.
gonna fight them for you.
I'll dig it, but
I don't fight.
Nonsense.
I don't fight. I'm just playing.
Like,
really?
Yeah, I was gonna say the part that we keep missing and that Trev was harping on is the biology of men is just completely different. And if we have when we try to have that honest conversation and then try and go through like, hey, this is really what's going on, then there will be a man who either is like pandering or who there. So I'll say there's a small segment of men who may not experience this, that I believe don't experience it, but the larger majority of the men that either pander or don't like women, that discuss how men operate with women, it kind of like pollutes the conversation. That segment of men who actually don't feel like this, that's valid input, But the overwhelming majority of men are attracted to women, and it's harder for men to be friends with attractive women, especially men that don't have access to very attractive women. Right. What it turns into is a relationship where the man is getting used because he likes this woman, she doesn't like him, so he's pretending to be a friend, and she utilizes that to make him run all over the world and be her do-boy, just so he can stay within that sphere because he doesn't have boundaries, because he doesn't have access to women that actually like him back.
And that's how you become introduced into the friend zone. Because there are a lot of men who try to be nice to women and think like, okay, well, we're just friends, so I'm just gonna, I'll help her out because I'm gonna try to see her like she's one of the boys. And it never ends the right way, because men offer more utility than women do. A woman's gonna ask you to do something, even if you're a friend. Women just see it as, well, he's here and he's my friend, so why wouldn't I ask him? Because I ask my girlfriends to do stuff for me and they do it. So I'm just going to use him to do all of this other stuff that I can't do. But what can he ask you to do? Y'all don't think about it like that.
And there's that aspect of male and female friendships. Then there's the aspect of the men who the woman want to be friends with, but she also wants, but she's in that position that operates like that. So she's not truly being a friend. Like it would have to be two people that have either no attraction whatsoever or looked at each other like familial, like how Mott was saying, my sister. I'm disgusted by that because I look at her like an actual family member. Outside of that, you run into a whole lot of games that people play either subconsciously or have unconscious biases, or they operate in ways where they're trying to hide their true intent in order to have these friendships. When you're dealing with men and men, it's a good chance, unless it's the men from that panel, that none of the men I'm talking to is attracted to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah.
Why wouldn't a woman want to be? Why would a woman want to hang out with men that are more attractive, more accomplished, and more skilled than the men that they actually date? It wouldn't make sense. And a lot of the times when you get around a bunch of high performing men, women want to be around us because we do high performing men shit. The problem is that y'all don't want to stay our friends long because you're like, well, shit. And White got a bag. He take care of his kids. He's good. He's intellectual. All these things I want in a man. Why would I not try to give him some pussy? Why would I not try to change this relationship? Because you guys benefit from it. We don't want to hang out with y'all because we like to go do man shit. I don't want to take none of y'all to the gun range. I don't want to take none of y'all to the casino. I don't want to do that shit with someone where I got to teach you how to, more than likely because of being a firearm instructor. I want to go and relax. Hanging out with women just like you're always you're on a job. Because again, if something happens, I'm responsible for you, regardless of not if we're in a relationship. Because we have a friendship, I'm responsible for you to some extent. If I hang out with Mont, me and Mont go somewhere together and some shit pop off, while we are going to look out for each other, if we are both capable of defending ourselves alone. So it's just like when guys hang out with women, you can't just be a guy, and then y'all be in the middle of our business and talking like and then repeating the shit. So it's just like this for me. It's always been a very separate thing that I keep. I hang out with my niggas, and then if I'm hanging out with a woman, that's my girl.
That's one of the biggest things too. When men know how to keep things between us, women, y'all gossip and tell so then we can't even have real life conversations how we want to. Now we have to like monitor what we're saying because Teresa might go back and tell her girlfriends or just open her mouth and start telling all of our business. Nah, man, we're not doing that. Fellas, keep staying up with your homeboys. Leave those women out. Leave these ladies out in the cold. Do not be in the friend zone. Do not be in the friend zone. Had to say it twice. And yeah, keep hanging out with your boys. They'll get it eventually. Like you can't even go out and just have a good time because if something pops off, now you got to be like, well, where's she at? I got to make sure she got on heels. So now y'all moving slow. She can't even run. She can't fight. What if it's like a pack of alligators? Then what you gonna do? Huh? There's a pack of alligators on Elm Street. How we gonna get home? She can't. Come on, man. I know what I'm talking about. But guys, that's it for today's video. Hit that like button. Hit that hype button because it's growing the channel. I'm gonna start posting more, so hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm posting, and I will see you on another one.